If you click on this video, it's not by chance, this is God's will. God says today that the kingdom will come first and that all needs will be met. This time, all means all. If you put the kingdom first, I will make your life and situation better by giving you what you want. The idea I have for you is so wonderful and lucky that it almost seems like a fantasy. I want to take you to the top of your highest hopes and help you make your biggest dreams come true as a basic part of everyday life. It tells you who I am and what I do. Even though people who are skeptical hold faith fallacies, I am a good God who promises to keep doing good things until all of my goodness defines our relationship. Now is the time to take the crazy to reach the impossible. Don't worry about plans and strategies that won't work. They're just pointless attempts to figure out how I will carry out my goals for you. Find comfort in me. Repose in me only. Enjoy today and let happiness and praise guide your actions. I got this under control, the Father says, telling them to calm down. Stop all kinds of living below standards. Not looking forward to the expected bad times anymore. Nothing or anyone, not even hell itself, can keep you from the benefits of my unwavering love for you. God says, today, just like Aaron's rod grew, I have the power to confirm my work in your life. The Father says that people don't have to work hard, convince, or beg for His favor because it is given easily. The only thing that makes you eligible for the institution of my Spirit is my favor. Take my yoke upon you and understand what an easy task and a light load are. I'm not going to leave you where or how you are now. I'm helping you grow up so that you can fully embody my glory and show it to a world that is lost and dying. Even though the world is in darkness, even deep darkness, I want you to focus on the way the dawn lights up the mountains. The Father says that He wants to be praised through His saints, and you are one of those people whom He will shine His light on, making you reflect the divine nature that is in everyone who has accepted the sacrifice on Calvary. Do not worry about people who do wrong. Do not be scared because your surroundings are changing quickly. I'm here to help you, and you're going to finish a lot of work in the next few days. Keep your attention on me and let me guide, inspire, and provide for your highest goals and the realization of your biggest dreams. God tells you that this is your time now. Can you handle the word now as an answer? Now is the time to do something in the land if you ever want to. Your answer time today is the same as my answer time to you. Today is the day of your rescue, provision, progress, and favor. Rise above the limitations of negative expectations and skewed perceptions of the enemy's actions, and see things from the point of view of your victory through the cross. You need to let me know. You must articulate your desires, the Father says. Articulate your true desires. No more vague language or fake religious claims. I don't need to be convinced. You don't have to beg me with tears in your eyes or use fancy words when you pray. Considering the blood that was shed for you, what does all the reasoning and pleading in the world matter? Stop the false impression that you are passively watching and waiting for me to do something. I have already done everything I needed to do to meet all of your needs and take care of every part of your life. In my world, you can't just watch, you have to do something. To be saved right away, one must move quickly and use the available resources. I will turn the little time, money, prayers, and obedience you give me into the key ingredients for success so that I can meet your needs. Today, God tells you that His kindness is coming from you and growing inside you. All sadness is leaving, and the streams that bring joy to the city of God are pouring out in large amounts on you. The Father says that you are neither left out nor not eligible. Plan A for your life and future is still being worked on and can still be thought about. Have hope and look forward, and you won't be let down. This world is experiencing the right of boys to bring about change in chaos. My voice will be heard from the depths of despair and confinement to the heights of power among countries, and your evidence will be impressive. I call you my son and daughter. Don't worry, I will never let you down. Don't worry, I will never leave you. When your heart begs me to answer, I loudly say, "Here am I," and all change. Trust me, the Father says, for I am an immediate God. Do not doubt me, I am a God who keeps promises. You are entitled to restoration. Let the grief and lamenting go. There will soon be plenty, and you will no longer have to deal with shortages. The darkness is gone, and the day star is rising in your heart to destroy all the evil that is trying to stop you. The response that was expected has come. Know this, just like I didn't keep my son from you 2,000 years ago, I won't keep any other gift from you either. Get in touch with full faith and confidence. If you go through the rough patches, I will lead you to the other side, where your hopes and dreams will come true easily and your deepest wishes will be fulfilled in every way. This is all because of my plans and intentions for you in everything. Yesterday, God told us that now is the time to rise, soar like an eagle, and start our trip. The Father wants you to go up. Today, my people are being told to go to a higher level. Lift yourself above the normal and the earthly to see the world, including the area around you, through my eyes and point of view. I will show you opportunities when other people only see problems. When you are in the divine worlds through Christ, there are no dead ends. I will take away the ashes of your failures and the tears of your frustrations, letting you rise to a place of total victory and celebration. Allow the trimming to begin today, and know that you may sometimes think I've taken away too much. However, I'm only taking away what is blocking your view of the panorama of power and answered prayer that I have prepared for you. Remember this day, says the Father. Ask your eyes to become open and your ears to hear. More people back you than who are against you. You are not by yourself. You are not at risk. I have surrounded you with my eternal hug, and from that embrace, you will see every plan of evil against you destroyed. God tells you today that you are meant to do great things. The Father tells you that your life is important. I brought you to the realm just now. If you choose to serve my kingdom, you have a specific ministry job here on earth. Don't pay attention to the things that other people say and feel, like hopelessness and uncertainty. People who know my name will be very strong. They are very powerful, and I choose you to be one of my strong ones. The Father says that your life is meant to be anything but normal. As the living sacrifice I told you to be, you will receive a lot of experience and knowledge of my rules. Let your life be an offering to me every day, like the sheaf and the shoulder that the priests used to bring. Your God says, I will embrace you right now, and I will change your obedience and your surrendered spirit, giving you beauty in exchange for ashes and souls in exchange for your efforts. The Father tells you that He is with you in the fight and that the flames will not burn a single hair on your head. Please know that I am your safety and security. Others who seem to have more faith have failed, but you will do better and win. Remember the Bible's advice, look to Jesus. If you depend on this respected person or any other proof, you are lowering your goals. Men fail at everything. Men have problems, and sometimes different things happen to them. That's not your share, and it's also not the bar I set for you. I didn't choose you to show how vulnerable people can be. You have been chosen to represent more beauty. You have been given a job. Assume the higher glory that drives you forward while others pull back and face failures and rejection. Trust me. Having faith in the truth of what I say. It's not likely that you'll be let down or fail in any way. During the situations you face, I will show many people how good I am at protecting you by the steps I will take to defend, protect, and keep you safe in the coming months. Your statement will be, I live in the secret sanctuary of the Most High, and He hides me under the shelter of His wings. The Father says, I have set a table full of blessings for you. You will find many necessary things and other gifts that I gave you out of love. I get pleasure from helping you succeed. Wouldn't you feel good about yourself if you suddenly took care of your family? If you, as mortals, can love people in a flawed way, think about how incredibly kind it is for me, the Creator of the world, to give you food and shelter with my hand. Today is a day for protests. But even though you didn't ask for proof of my loyalty, I will show you my unwavering dedication to you starting today in a way that is clear and certain. God tells you today that you are traveling through the land that I promised to your ancestors. You are figuring out how to get around problems and over hurdles that will make the way easier for people who follow you. Some people might not understand or agree with your plan, but I see you as setting the tone. Setting the bar for the next generation is what you are doing. People will not only look at your effects on their lives over 1 or 2 years, but over decades. Don't give up because the resistance won't go away. You would have hit the finish line a lot sooner if you were only looking out for yourself. Nevertheless, I put my faith in you and gave you the duty to lead the way in the accomplishments of the next generation. As soon as I finish the task, I'll tell your story. I will share the story of your successes in me with newbies, and they will be motivated. They will say, if God did that for them, He will do it for me. In several places, I will repeat your story. Based on how faithful you are now, future generations will receive your spiritual essence. There is no way out. Do not give up, submit, or leave. You have won and are now ready to take the spoils and reach the glory that the cross has earned for you. Before the video continues, please like the video, share it with your family, and write Amen in comment. God says today, the fact that you are connected to me means that you can never fail. God says, I am not a failure, and I live within you. That means you are not a failure, and I will not let you fail. Keep an important link with me by having faith all the time. The challenges and risks of your situation will want to grab your attention. Say this to yourself, I have eyes only for you, Lord. The threats and storms that are coming will go away, leaving you and me strong. The Father says, at my breast, you will find comfort and rest. When life gets hard, I'm here to comfort you. I can see the pain, and the pain talks, God. The sadness that sometimes affects you is so well hidden that no one outside of you could ever know about it. This is known to the Father. I know how you feel, and I promise you right now that your sadness and loss will go away. They will be replaced by a lot of love and praise when I step in and help you with things in your life that you haven't even thought about asking me to do. Find comfort, says the Father. I am surrounding you today with the unshakable love and loyalty of a father who loves his child. You are never too old to come to me for comfort. God says that He has put you in charge of your life today, just like He put Adam in charge of the garden, to be a good steward and defender of what He has given you. I have given you my power, and I will decide what benefits you receive based on what you believe and what you say. What God says is, open your mouth wide, and I will fill it. I will become divine in your speech when you use words to share the faith that's in your heart. If you speak clearly, my glory will wipe out lack, sickness, sadness, and hopelessness. I will cover your life as you preach about my kingdom. Enter the realm of your private existence, the Father says. You will be saved only if you pray and say things of faith with all your heart. Know this, because you are my sons and daughters, I will work with you, not just serve you. You are sovereign, and I want you to be in charge of your world, your life, and the lives of other people. They are looking for someone who can tell the storm to stop. In other words, open your senses and look around you. Look at the situation. Face the problems you're facing with faith-filled words. The decrees you make will be the boundaries that hold my glory and the wealth that comes with it, which you receive through your faith-filled prayers. Do not keep your lips from moving any longer. According to your words, I will carry it out. I will not carry it out if you do not say it. I am waiting for your answer. The gifts and graces of freedom will come to you through what you say. The Father says that heaven doesn't send pennies. The gold of God can only be shown when your words are spoken. I call on your words today, my son and my daughter. Today, God says that you are not just a random event in nature. The reason I give you for living is your final destiny. The Father says that in my kingdom, no job is too small. There aren't any easy jobs. You are the most important thing to me, and I won't go anywhere without you. Right now is the time to work with my goals and get in line with me. Unless you are already in sync with me, spending time with regular people will spread you out and hurt you. Are you ready to move forward on your own? You said you wanted to be on the cutting edge of new ideas. You said you wanted to be in charge. Pioneers and people who have been given the breaker anointing often take on difficult tasks by themselves. The Father says that there is no victory without bravery. You already know who I am. Once more, I say it, you know who I am. Move forward with the plans I've already set for you to achieve them. The saddest person is the one who is too afraid to take a chance and thinks about what might have been if they had. The Father says to embrace boldness. Take part in something that could hurt the world of darkness. Tell your enemy to set his alarm an hour earlier because you have finally accepted your fate, which means the end of the usual routine in your life. Today, God says, I urge you to develop endurance in the face of hardship. The Father says there are two kinds of stress. You have the power to break down and get rid of the enemy's oppression and pressure in your life. There is a force that lets people into the kingdom, which leads to rights, wealth, and deep happiness. Learn how to deal with one kind of pressure while also being able to handle another. I am leading, teaching, and showing people how to do well and achieve in my framework. My main goal for your life is to put you on the potter's wheel of my spirit every day and shape you again to look like me. Yesterday has passed. Let it go and focus on the jobs you have today. Every morning, my mercy is renewed, and there are no unfinished business issues that mean today's advantages have to be denied or put off. Today, give yourself over as a vessel and let me shape and perfect you so that you are the perfect representation of my spirit on earth. Before the video continues, I request you to comment Amen and please help me by doing super thanks. Your support means a lot to us. Today, God wants to know if you want success or just a way out. I am not a God who takes half measures or gives in to the enemy of your spirit. I have given you faith that can help you get past problems and keep your enemies at bay. Don't give in to pressure and don't be kind. The point at which you agree to compromise with your opponent is not the end of your fight, but the beginning of your decline. The old Pharaoh was ready to let the people go as long as the children stayed behind. The Father says, "While you are in jail, we will not leave anyone behind." The Pharaoh agreed to let the people go as long as they gave up all of their belongings. But when they left, they stole from the Egyptians and came back with royal wealth as their reward. The Father says that you are coming out. You are going beyond limits, lack, and shortage, leaving nothing and no one behind. Have you thought about how you can get everything? The Father says, "I will do something terrible. I will put the blood on your doorposts." Not the blood of an animal sacrifice, but the precious blood of the Son on your heart's doorposts, because I will come to you and save you with a strong arm and an open hand. Today, God says, I am getting you ready to rule. Dominion and authority start right now, not sometime in the future. Feel like you're under pressure? Happy, because I'm teaching you how to handle stress. Paul, the prophet, said that trouble is the way to get into the kingdom. When you feel the start of change and chaos, don't see it as something strange. Transformation isn't always easy or comfortable, but how wonderful it is when you accept what I'm growing inside you. The Father wants you to come forward and doesn't want you to need a second call. Do not be a soldier, instead, offer to help. Do not go back, instead, move forward. Face the things that are putting pressure on you, and don't be surprised by the advice I give you. I will never tell you to live your life based on what your enemies or other people in your life who are skeptical, disbelieving, or angry say. I am shining a light on you, which does make you a target. But don't worry or be afraid. I have surrounded you with divine security that will stop any attack from the enemy. You don't have to worry about wisdom today, says God, because I am your knowledge. You don't need to worry too much about how strong you are, because I am your right arm's muscle. It was because you were weak and vulnerable that I chose you to show how failure and loss can turn into victory with my clear blessing and favor. The Father tells them to stop working too hard. Your over-the-top religious efforts hide the witness I want to show up in your life. Take it easy, says the Father. Trust and know that your reliance on me is the way to all of my riches and benefits, which come from the blood of the sacrifice on Calvary, not from anything you do or say that tries to change my mind. I already have the drive. I have no doubts at all that I love you. Accept my love today and look forward to the things I'm about to do for you. Today, make a promise to face the day with peace and calm, based on a state of full relaxation. There was no need for your stress if the jobs were finished before the world was made. Do not let your problems make you feel anxious in your mind or heart. Focus on me inside you and see all of your problems through the core of your spirit, which is where my power and control come from. Remain in my rest today, says the Father. Trust me completely, even if there are problems that haven't been fixed yet. In the end, I will keep my promises, set you free, and live up to all of your standards of loyalty. You can laugh and dance in anticipation now because failure is not your fate. Heartbreak is not the default setting I have chosen for my life right now. Trust me, says the Father, and let me handle things from now on. Today, God says that where you are depends on where you are focused. Try not to think about the past. Thinking about the past will get in the way of all the good things I've brought into your life. Forget about the past. Forgive those who have hurt you and slandered you, set them free, and bless them. Allow yourself to be accepted. Free yourself, make yourself holy, and let the shame of the past wash away. No matter what feelings, events, people, or things may say otherwise, the Father says, you are pure because I say so. My business is all about reclaiming things, and I'm repairing your life. Since I'm in charge of your heart, I won't leave you in your current state or forget who you are. It's not positive, is it? Do you not want to grow up before you get old? As I change you, you're different now. From today on, you will never be the same again. You will no longer feel shame or blame. I am making you pure and righteous. Get ready for a task that's coming up. Do not worry, even though it looks like familiar ground. I never leave the battlefield without winning. So, we have to go over past mistakes again and again until we reach the goal that completes my purpose and brings all of my gifts into my life. Before the video ends, I request you to help me by doing super thanks. Because I don't have house and I have to make my new house. So please help us. We will be very thankful to you.